everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and my channel is all about vintage, fashion, luxury, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. And today I'm going to be reviewing my vintage Kelly size 28 for you guys. So this is her. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, which if you don't, I will pop it on the screen. Please go check me out there because you'll see me styling this bag a ton of different ways. I show a lot of different bag and fashion content over there. So anyways, I got this bag. It's probably my most questioned about bag. You guys ask me all the time how I got it, if I love it, if I'd recommend it. So I figured I would just make a quick video today about it, just as a reference. So this is a vintage Hermès Kelly size 28 in box leather. And it is beautiful, and it's in the retourné or retorn, however you pronounce it, style. So which that means that the stitching is actually on the inside. So you can see the edges are turned over here, whereas a cellier style is where the stitching is on the outside. So it's a little bit more of a boxy shape. So this is the more relaxed style, but still with the box leather, you see it really holds its shape nicely. This bag is from the late 70s, which is insane. It's older than I am, and it still looks absolutely beautiful. So this was a total dream bag of mine. I got this back in April of 2020, and probably for about a year before that, I had stalked all the websites, just kind of tracking the pricing of this bag. And I'd recommend that that's something if you're interested in investing, just to kind of see how the market does over, the course of time, to see the fluctuations and where it peaks and kind of falls. And obviously it never really falls that much because this is always a super sought after bag. But after I took a trip to Japan in late 2019, and I saw a bunch of these over there. If you don't know, Japan is like heaven for vintage handbags. I can do another video if you guys are interested in my experience kind of shopping vintage over there. If you want that, please like this video and just comment below so I know, and I can definitely make that video. But it is vintage heaven there, and this bag was everywhere, and more so in the size 32, which is the next size up. But I saw them over there. I really wanted one, so I had been tracking, and even before that, I've been tracking the market for a while. And obviously we all know what happened in March 2020. So around that time that, hit, markets definitely went down because it was just kind of an unpredictable time. So I was able to score this for an amazing deal. I found it on eBay from a Japanese reseller, and please don't just buy from anywhere on eBay, really do your research. I will link a couple of sellers that I personally shop from below if you guys want to check them out. Typically the ones from Japan that have like the power sellers are very trusted, especially because they also accept returns. So if you ever find an issue after, you can always file a claim or file a return. And then I always recommend double authenticating. So I use Real Authentication. I will link them below as well if you want to get your bag authenticated once you purchase it and receive it. So anyways, this is my Kelly. As you can see, it did not come with its original strap, so that was something I had to compromise on as far as per price. So there's certain things that will increase or decrease the price. So obviously if it comes with the original strap, that's going to increase the reselling price. If it comes with its clochette and its lock, which mine did, and I really wanted that, a lot of them won't. So that's something to keep in mind. This one was in beautiful condition. The only things I could see on it there are a little bit of wear to the corners. Let's see these corners, those are pretty good. And always with these vintage leathers, you see kind of like, obviously the creasing and kind of wear over time, but what's beautiful about box leather is that over time the scratches, although they say it's very fragile, and it's true, it is, especially brand new, over time it gets this beautiful patina and really just kind of like absorbs back in. So if it does get a scratch, I feel like it's just not as noticeable over time. So this is really beautiful. It's not been retouched or reconditioned or anything. I do use like a Cadillac wipe on it. I will link the cream I use below that I use just to condition my bags. In general, I do it every once in a while, not overly so, because you don't want to like start taking off the coloring or anything, but you can just give it a little bit of a condition just to keep it in good shape, but you can see the gold lock, and if I open it up just like any other Kelly, and I normally don't do it up all the way when I'm carrying it, but I do always try to put this piece down just because over time, if you leave it hanging like that, it's just not good for the leather. So I don't try to keep it like that, but I do usually just put that over when I'm carrying it. But you can see the stamping on the inside. That's something to look for when you are purchasing one, just to make sure the stamp, you can look up, I'll find the reference guide and put that below as well, but there's a reference as far as what the stamps mean, the years and things. So there's symbols and stamps that you can look up, but that'll tell you when it was made. You can open it up. There's the Hermès Paris stamp, made in France. And inside, it's just one large pocket. There is one zip pocket in the back there. And I just have a Louis Vuitton strap that I use sometimes. I just keep it inside. I barely use it with a strap, but sometimes it's nice just to have one. Like if you're at a restaurant or something, you want to hang it on the side of a chair versus just putting it on the ground. I always just have a strap since mine didn't come with one. And I stuff mine with air paper, which I know I should get an insert. I tried one before. I just bought like a random one on eBay, and I didn't like how it fit. I felt like it was too tight. It wouldn't close well. So if you guys have good recommendations for an insert for these vintage bags, let me know. I'm willing to try more, but for now I'm very careful with it, and I just stuff with air paper. There's 2 slots on the side here, and it's fully lined in leather and same color on mine. So this is her. Not much else to say, but I will say, besides those sellers on eBay, the only place I would recommend personally that I've also shopped from, and I've seen that they have these at not the craziest markup price, although, you know, Hermès goes for ridiculous on the resale, is Luxury Promise. And I do have a promo code with them. It's Natalie F30. You can get 30 pounds off your first orders of 500 pounds or more. I don't know if that works on Hermès. That might be an exclusion, but if you end up shopping elsewhere, you can always use that. I will pop that down below, and if they have any vintage Kellys similar, I will also put links to those. But this is her. I will say my other recommendations when you are shopping for these secondhand is that you want to make sure, like my non-negotiables is I did not want the leather to be cracked. So sometimes you'll notice there's like cracks in the leather, or really, really bad like issues or stitching issues. Hermès Spa can actually fix a lot of those issues, but I just personally didn't want to deal with like big cracks or like true problems in the leather. A little bit of wear on the corners wasn't an issue for me, but I mean, the cracks and the big scratches and stuff will decrease the price. So if you're interested in just getting a better deal, that's something you're willing to compromise on, then that's fine. But I personally did not want to compromise on that. I wanted it to be, you know, in as good condition as possible. But like I said, I did compromise on not having the strap, and that did help with the price. But this is her again. I will give you one more close up. So beautiful. It truly was like a dream bag for me. So the fact that I was able to purchase it, I love it. I don't regret it. It is so beautiful. It's already been like around for what, 40 plus years. So it's a true classic. I will never get rid of it. Hopefully I will be able to pass it down one day, but it is so beautiful. I love it. And I love the size too. I think it's perfect. It looks like it holds more than it really does. And I think that's because you don't want to stuff it, and the top, you know, it's more narrow. So, you know, but it does fit all your essentials: sunglasses, phone, cards, keys, all that good stuff, and a little bit more. So here she is. If you guys have any other specific questions, please leave them down in the comments. I will be happy to respond to anything. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.